Not a lot of people know, apparently.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I just I happened to hear a podcast you were on. You mentioned it, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, I did? That's weird. I don't normally bring it up. I don't know why I did.
So every time you're on a podcast, you're like, I'm gay!
I'm gay, everybody! Well, no, it's interesting. I feel like I sort of, in a lot of ways, feel compelled to tell some of my actresses, because I have I hire people for questionable things sometimes. And I don't want them to think I have certain motivations. It's like, oh, girl, no, I'm super gay. Trust me. It's
right.
You know, and I feel like it makes a lot of my actresses more comfortable, you know. Okay. And people that kind of know me, they don't think of me as like gay Dustin, but it's sort of like they know that I'm more easygoing. I have a certain way about me that's a little different.
Right. Is that, have you gotten any backlash from the horror community or no?
People are so jealous.
Really?
Yes. Well, because it's a straight white male dominated industry. It really is. You know, I mean, if you're black, if you're female, if you're gay, it's sort of like you're sort of still on the outskirts. And if you're successful, you're a threat. I mean, there's no way to escape it. I mean, when I first moved here, I felt the threat. You know, it was sort of like I come in here with 50 movies under my belt, and this little gay kid. Everybody's like, but I'm almost 40 years old.
Right.
I don't look it.
No.
It's like I've done a lot. You know, I've earned my place. I've definitely, like you were saying, it's like I feel it here. It's just like this is where my energy is. This is what I feel.
Well, I would imagine also it's probably it's a lot more comfortable living in California than Nebraska.
Yeah, it's the best way for me to explain is that I don't feel like the black sheep anymore because everybody's the black sheep here.
Yeah,
I could just walk around and do whatever, and I don't even think about it. It's like I grew into being afraid to hold my boyfriend's hand because I grew up in Nebraska. You know, and here it's like nobody blinks an eye to that. But I can't even adjust to that because I'm just not used to that.
Right.
It's a very different place.
I can imagine. Now, have you thought about doing like a gay-themed horror movie?
I did a giallo film, like Dario Argento, but it was a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Like the female lead was having these vivid nightmares that were all in point of view where men were being like sexually brutalized. And we come to find out she's actually killing people in her sleep.
Okay.
Sort of like going into a trance and murdering people. So yeah, so she was a lesbian and she had a girlfriend in the film.
And what was that called?
Gloved Murderess.
Gloved Murderess, okay. Because you got so many movies, I decided.
Well, and see, the way I look at it, and I'm kind of alone on this a lot of times, is that I don't feel like there needs to be gay films or that there needs to be like a point to really pointing out the gay characters, because for me it's all about normalization. I like the pride parades that went on in the 90s. I'm all about whatever works for people, but for me it's sort of like, if you want to be treated normal, act normal. It's like, don't draw so much extra attention to yourself. Like, why make a point to make a gay movie? Why can't there just be gay characters and straight characters and it's just a movie?
Right.
It's not a gay movie, it's not a straight movie, it's just a movie.
Right. No, I'm with you on that. But you're also you're branching out in the rap world too.
Yes, which makes things even more difficult.
I was going to say, because I would say that's probably
because I'm
probably less
gay.
Tolerant. Well, I think the white thing is, I think that they're kind of over that now. I think Eminem sort of straightened that one out.
Well, in a weird way, it's sort of worked to my benefit because I'm just a spectacle, which I'm rolling with.
Right.
You know, it's like, I put out a video called Midnight Dancer, and I hired a director named Brainstem. He did like Cuban Doll videos and some of the bigger rap videos. And I made a point, I was like, this is going to be my big video. This is going to be the one that all the hip-hop sites play. And they did. I was like, so I'm going to have some gay stuff. I was like, I'm going to have a scene in a limo. I had Donna was in it. She was the female, and then I had a male stunt worker guy, a friend of mine, that was like the guy, and he was shirtless. He was kind of like a GQ sort of dude. So in the video, I'm with her and I'm with him. And I explained to the director, I was like, I want to give equal representation. I want to make it seem normal. I'm not going to be like all gay, but I'm going to be like with him and her. And I did that, and it got a crazy reaction, and pretty much went viral just because of that.
Crazy good or crazy bad?
Crazy everything. There was people that were just like, what the F, you know, these effing queers and trying to take over our industry. And then there was other people just like, props.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it worked. I'm not going to do it again. I'm like, no, I don't need gay stuff in my videos anymore. I did it once.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
All right.
Now I'm just going to be me. I mean, because I kind of made a point to do that because that was my break. That was the video everybody was going to see.
Right.
Now I can just do kind of what I want to do.
And people already, if they saw that video, they already know.
They know. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. So why, now, we were talking about you were really into the industrial scene. How did you get into the rap? Or you were just into all of it, or?
It was a transition, because I started...
Like, who's your favorite rapper?
Yeah, I want to know.
I'm big on 90s rap. Like, I love Lil' Kim.
Yeah.
And LL Cool J.
Sure.
And, like, you know, DeBrat and shit.
Yeah.
But the stuff that... I gotta explain. Okay, so, like, in 2015, when I started the Dirty D thing, I was really into breakdance music, because I'd done a lot of videos for, like, Egyptian Lover and E-Rocker that were breakdance music.
Yeah.
And so I approached one of them. I was like, "Hey, if I did wrote some lyrics, would you mix my vocals into like with some beats and do some music?" And so started doing that, and it was breakdance music. And then when I moved to California, I got this massive appreciation for the rap culture all of a sudden. Like, just being in the environment and, like, the whole Instagram scene with, like, Bad Baby and Asian Doll and all those people. I was like, this is super rad. And this...
Yeah, how's the rap scene in Nebraska?
There isn't one.
Okay. I'm sure there's a couple rappers there.
I was more of a skeptical there than I am here, believe me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just... For me, a lot of directors, and independent directors especially, they use their films as sort of a way to express themselves. I don't really like doing that because I don't want to, like, exclude certain members of the audience.
Sure.
I want everybody to feel all encompassed. So I feel more like my rap music is sort of like that's my outlet for expressing my feelings. Like that's my angry Dustin. That's getting stuff out. That's being creative that way. So that my films can be all awesome and murdery.
Yeah.
And not
you murdered on
murder
film.
Happily.
Yeah, murder on film and in music.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, are you a gangster by the way? You talk about murdering people in your rap?
I got girls and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to listen. I haven't.
You might think I'm straight if you saw the video.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe,
I got pretty good gator. I don't know. But anyway, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna see. Here's another bad segue. I'm gonna turn the camera around here. Now, Sarah. Now, what do your 3 daughters think of your modeling?
I think they like it. My oldest...
Have they ever like, oh, Mom, you look silly, or...
No. I mean, I've had my girls... You know, I've brought them... I mean, they've always been around it. They've kind of grown up with it. You know, like, my oldest has been there for it, and then my twins... You know, I've had photo shoots at the house. I've had, like, girls running around in, like, lingerie, half naked, and it's just, like... kind of a normal thing, you know, and I don't know, for me it's just I want my girls to, you know, to grow up like being comfortable with themselves and doing what they want to do and you know, kind of have, you know, I mean, I want my girls to have that female empowerment.
They're like, Mom, your nails are too long.
Yeah, I've gotten that, like, sometimes, I mean, I've gotten
that's in now, though.
The long nails, they were longer at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but that was for somebody else. So no more. But no, I mean, I've gotten.
Oh, do tell.
No. We're keeping that one shut.
Somebody had you grow nails that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, are those natural?
No.
Oh, I was like,
no,
damn.
I took them off for a little while just to kind of give my hands a break. Yeah, I took them off.
You going out with Freddy Krueger? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, they were really long.
Wow.
I got to a point I couldn't deal with it. Anymore. It was too long. It looked too...
Like scratching your face up and stuff.
No, it wasn't scratching my face up. It just got to a point where I was looking at them like, these look really ghetto. Like, it was very specific. It was like very long and very curved.
Did it have the little sparkly?
It was pretty hood.
Yeah,
it was.
Did it have the little jewel,
like,
bedazzled jewels in there?
What you
like
doing?
Type it with the nails.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, if he was really cruel, it's like, come on, type, and it's like, oh, yeah.
But it was a fetish for someone, and I just was like, I can't.
No, the worst is the acrylic toenails. You ever see that? Ooh,
yeah.
The girls' long acrylic toenails. I know a couple girls.
Ooh. I've seen memes on Facebook, but I've never.
No, I work with a couple girls. Oh,
no.
So, but you're not only, as I said, not only are you a model, not only do you do makeup, and you've seen me. Pictures of me with makeup.
Yeah, when we met, you were all...
Do you have any tips? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong?
A good primer, good foundation.
Okay.
Like two of the most...
Any little primer and foundation?
Yeah, a little like setting spray.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, my ex-girlfriend got me some. I gotta get some of that.
That stuff is amazing.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out because normally I don't have the primer and the makeup starts melting down my face. And
Wait, what do you wear makeup for? I missed something.
I'm the goth comedian. I wear it on stage.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I was going to throw some guy liner on tonight, but...
You call it guy liner?
Sure.
It is. It's guy liner.
Sky liner.
Is this actually what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only in LA, though.
Only in LA.
Yeah.
And the rest
you
of
can
the
only
country
get away with it in LA.
Yeah.
In LA, it's like
guy liner.
Yeah, in LA, it's guy liner. Everywhere else, it's like yeah, we're going to beat you up, fag. That's but here, it's...
What are you doing?
What you doing? Yeah, what the hell? What you got on your face? You some sort of raccoon boy? Yeah. So anyway... So, but you're an esthetician and you do makeup as well.
Yeah.
And you're able to do that in the modeling and support your family.
Yeah, kind of encompass everything. Yeah, it's I got the esthetician's license so that I could be legitimate and not just be like, oh, I do freelance makeup. Because there's a lot of that, you know. It's like any girl on Instagram, like, I do makeup, you know, and it's like, okay, well, are you professional? Like, did you go to school? I mean, not that you have to go to school for it, because I didn't go to school for makeup. I taught myself how to do it, but
a lot of trial and error.
Well, I mean, God, I started when I was a kid. I mean, I was like 13, 14. I was reading, I was opening up pages of Cosmo and Vogue and looking at the pictures of the models back then and copying what they were doing. And then I was, any of my friends, I did friends' hair and makeup for prom. And then I had a friend that I did her hair and makeup for cheerleading competitions. And, so it just kind of grew from there. And then I did theater makeup in high school as well. And I really loved that.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Have you done any makeup for any movies, TV, or anything like that?
No, nothing for movies or TV. I mean, I've done...
I should hire you.
You should.
There are connections here, yeah.
I'll show you my work.
You seem like a lot of fun.
I am a lot of fun.
She's so much fun.
A little bit more of this than I get.
Yeah, a little, yes.
But no, I haven't done anything for television or movies yet. I have done some, I've done a couple of movies where I've been a little...
Yeah, one of the movies you were in was you were one of the party goers in the Disaster Artist.
Yes, yeah. I didn't get a spot, you don't see me in it, but I was.
You were there.
You were there though.
I was there. Yeah, that was a long day because I did.
Tell us about that.
So, I went and I started in the morning, and I was an extra for it's for Amazon, and it was called Just Add Magic. It's a kids show.
Okay.
And so I can't even remember what time I got there, but it was early in the morning, and then we left after that, and then went and did the Disaster Artist, and it was a very long. Very long.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you being a director, it's you sit, you wait. They got to set up the shot, and then
not the way this guy directs.
Yeah, that's just it. I'm the opposite, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. It was a lot of waiting. We were sitting in this auditorium for the Just Add Magic show, and and there's kids involved too. So I think that there was a lot more lengthier breaks than
the rules were always so different when there's kids.
Yeah, yeah, and there was a lot of kids there because the whole scene was them doing a play. So it was just we're sitting and then shooting, and then it was a lot of sitting. So I just started falling asleep at one point, and then I'm with a friend of mine, Char Richards, and and so him and I were there together. And I was just passing out. I'm like, dude. So we finally finished with that, and then we headed over to Disaster Artist.
Right.
And then, but I did another one. I was in a movie with Jimmy Fallon, Tony Hale, Lucy Liu, Tom Arnold, Sharon Stone was in it. It's called The Year of Getting to Know Us. That was my first taste.
Right, but you actually made the cut on that one.
Yeah, The Year of Getting to Know Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a good, I want to say 30-second spot on it where it's just me. That's
great. So how was it when you went to see the Disaster Artist, and after all that time, you weren't in it?
It was a little, the movie was awesome. It was a really good movie.
Could have used one more close-up.
Yeah.
Like that right there.
Yeah, but honestly, I enjoy the experience of just being on set, even though they're really long days. It's kind of one of those pinch me moments.
Yeah.
You're just wow, I'm really here. I'm doing this.
Movie, yeah. And did you like the room?
Yeah.
So there you go. It's even better. Where does the time go? I can't believe it. We just scratched the surface, and but we gotta go. Tamera, tell everybody where they can see you, what you're doing, anything you got going on.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Tamera Von Tart.
Yes.
I've got I'm going to Grand Nationals this weekend on Saturday, and then I'm also doing a photo shoot with a couple of really good friends. So Gunslinger Photography, we're kind of gearing up and to do some Valentine's Day shoots, but we're doing a shoot this Saturday at we've got this really cool motel, so we're kind of trying to change it up as far as the look from the typical cheesecake. And then Viva Las Vegas I've got coming up. I'm going to be working with a photographer. Her name is Mandy Hicks. It's Poison Apple Photography, and she is one of the resident photographers for Retro Lovely magazine.
That's great.
So
wonderful.
Yeah, that's the upcoming.
Tamera, that's Tamera.
Yes.
Von
Von
Tart.
Yeah,
Tart. Yes, I recommend everybody go and follow you, and you've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
It's been a journey so far. We just barely scratched the surface. Definitely want to have you back and talk with you more.
Most definitely.
Yeah, like I say, when I first saw you, when we first locked eyes and Amazon Eve introduced us, I'm like, this is somebody I really need to get to know. And this is somebody else I need to get to know. Dustin, you've been a delight.
Thank you.
Tell us how people get a hold of you and all 90,000 movies you have coming out.
Okay, real quickly. On Instagram, I am The Only Dirty D. On Facebook, I am The Only Dustin Ferguson. I also have a private page